stand and put you.
I was hoping we get to do it once.
What's what? Oh, the quorum.
That's a best case scenario. That really is. That, we can have
Oh. Okay, so our bylaws say 50%. So we can.
well, it may come to that yet. Because 50% is a tall order. But
Hey, I'm happy with that. Thank you.
Right now, we went through the wording yesterday, and there was some,
For longer than you can in summer.
Yes,
yeah, 50% I think is the.
because, yeah, we need to catch up next week on the
Use
revitalization.
your 2 minutes to ask them, where it is. And
Perfect.
so they're prepared.
Yes, and I had approved it, but going into this meeting, I figured we were gonna wait till we got past the annual meeting to kick that off.
I know, but it's still small.
I read through it when I edited it.
Perfect. Okay, 51, so that's much better.
She should. So if you need, ask.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, the
we have
meeting
our-
hasn't started yet, if you wanna
Yeah,
ask.
yeah, if you wanna ask. We're at 50 for quorum.
We need 59. He just told me that the law changed.
Oh.
And unless your bylaws require something lower,
So
the new law requires 30%.
So the proxy's got you half of that.
Yeah, more than half that. We got 36 proxies,
Oh.
and it looks
There's
like we
light
got,
at the end of the tunnel.
yeah.
It's just usually for a meeting, but to change the bylaws, that's too much.
We've got the lawyer on Zoom, so ask him, because he'll be the one up to date.
So when are we going to breakfast?
I know, I've just been through a lot lately. My brother just passed away yesterday,
Well,
and
that sucks.
yeah, it's just been
How old was he?
67.
That's young.
Yeah.
I'm saying that because I'm 67.
Yeah. He had a long-term illness, but, it still was a big surprise. Hey, so fast.
It's never a good time.
She's nice.
I'm sorry to hear that.
How are the kids doing?
They're doing good. They've been really sick over there. I've been kind of steering clear of them the last couple of weeks. Natalie came down with mono, and then, yeah. Evidently, I guess she really caught it like a couple months ago, but now she's still having being tired all the time. And then the little one, she's had stomach flu for like the last couple of days, and I'm just like, I really can't go there right now. That's like, I don't want to get sick. So, yeah.
We're getting too old to do it.
I know.
Or if we gotta go up there and grab a seat. So you can see everything.
Yes.
There's no place on that being, how they gonna
Well, if you turn any proxy, then somebody else is voting. Okay, so,
That shouldn't pertain to.
right, but you wouldn't have one of these at all if you had a proxy. Right, it's not on the proxy, because the proxy is just saying, this other person is going to do the voting for
So
you.
you have a quorum,
Yes.
but to vote on this,
Yes, so you can either do a proxy, or you can withdraw your proxy and do it in person. Because that's not what a proxy is. A proxy is saying someone else is going to vote for you, it's not the vote.
so in that case, the secretary would vote for
For,
the
yes.
candidates?
Mhm.
Okay. That makes it proxy.
Now, what's the kind of vaccine?
Yes. Who are you proxy? Did we get a form? Tell Carol up front, and she'll give you a note. Supposed to still be coming.
Did you find anything about the numbers up
Yes,
there?
yes.
Are we good?
Well, now I'm confused because that guy had a proxy and is here in
Do you want me
person.
just to go back up in a few minutes and ask him?
We were at 38 and 21, and then I was told that he filled out a proxy and he showed up and got a ballot. So now I'm,
We're off maybe by one?
yeah.
Okay.
But then Jeremy went back and said that he was supposed to have a proxy. He has a proxy that somebody else has him vote for their proxy.
So then I would need to get the numbers from them, because you're asking me.
Yes, right at the moment when I went up and checked, we had enough, but yeah.
So we have, 21, I would say we have 21 voting members here, and then we have 38 proxies.
Yes. Where's Marianne?
It doesn't say what positions they're running.
Correct. Yeah, you're just electing people to.
Okay.
Where's Marianne? Oh, there she is over there chatting.
I know I recognize her from the hours, but I find it late.
That's,
Oh, you can sit wherever you want, we need some.
We got another table over here.
I don't need a table. I don't even need to be up there. Oh, that's because Russ isn't here, that's why. Oh, we brought an extra chair up for her, so Russ isn't here.
Russ is stuck up.
Marilyn.
She gonna sit? Good.
she's not filling in on a board capacity, just
As
in
in
duty.
duty.
So, as other people are nominated, we just write them on here, just pick them on up there.
She's gonna explain all of that. It's in our script. It's in the script I gave you last time.
Thank
The
God.
one I read, that I should know better.
Yeah, well,
I slept
You're
since
playing
then.
along with all of us, so.
yes,
I slept since then.
we're all playing, so.
You're instilling confidence in
This
your
is,
fellow
this is
board
a
members.
first run with this new format, guys, so just bear with us.
Yes, it's a new format.
I was just voluntold 10 minutes ago, so don't even.
I gave
I
them
have no
scripts.
idea what I'm
So
doing.
do we need to get Carol in here, or is they gonna stay?
No, they're gonna take out the
Okay.
Marilyn went and got her numbers, so
Yeah, so,
Okay.
we're ready.
yep, we're good. We have 60, so.
All right, well, I'm gonna call the meeting to order. At what time is it?
544.
What is it?
5:44.
5:44. Okay, and Marilyn is standing in for Secretary Russ Burge. Burge, is that how you say his last name? Burge, okay. Marilyn, do we have a quorum?
Yes, we do. We have 22 voting members and 38 proxies.
Okay, all right. And, what number did we need?
Was it 58? What was our total? Or
Yes.
we needed 58.
Okay. All right, and, since we have a quorum, do we, let's see. Well, here we go, I'm trying. Da-da-da-da-da. Right there. Do we have proof of the notice of meeting?
Yes, Madam Chair. The notice was mailed October 30th and was signed by Russ Burge.
Let the proof be noticed to be recorded in our official records. copy of the minutes from the meeting on September 4th at 6 PM are included in your packet. Are there any changes to the minutes? Seeing that there isn't any, I motion that we approve the minutes.
So motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, thank you. Motion carries, thank you. So the next thing is we have a pay HOA, and it's up and running. So that's some of the automatic, billing that you've been getting, emails that you get. You're connected to pay HOA, and now that everything is loaded, all the official documents, the bylaws, the covenants and restrictions, all the financials, everything that you need to see is now on Pay HOA. If you have any questions about that or need anything for that, please feel free to let us know. But anything that you need, if you have questions about the budget, anything, you can go on Pay HOA and look up that information. So, Russ is not here, and I think did he give you information about the pool? Okay, well, I can talk about the pool. Sure. So Russ isn't here, we were gonna go over the pool, and that is what the, special assessment was for. They, have put in, a drain system to where the surface won't bubble up and start causing the new surface that we're putting on to come off, which is what caused a lot of the damage the last time, because it just sits. They have sanded, they're working halfway, they're still working on most of it, but moving along. We've got a new gate today. Nothing will change with the gate, like your codes that you need to get in, your little card, that's gonna stay the same. You're not gonna have to do anything, and Susan's very happy about that. So she's not gonna have to program anything new. So, that'll be done, and, so we don't really have a done date. I don't know too much. The way it's looking, I don't know, maybe another week, 2 weeks, I think the surface will be completed. So that's where we are with the pool, so everything's moving with that. And then now Dawn will, comment and let you know about the financials.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dawn Johnson, and I am your 2025 treasurer. If you would like to turn to your financials in the packet, the first one after the minutes is the quarter 1 through 3 actual expenditures compared to the 2025 budget. And as you can see, pretty consistently, we're at 75%, which is right on target. We don't have any significant overages at this time. We still need to collect around $10,000 towards the special assessments, but this was as of September 30th, so that's when our books are closed too. So we're looking to collect up on that. We broke down everything. It has been wonderful transferring into the new Pay HOA system. Carol, our bookkeeper, has got everything in there so that we could actually take the profit and loss statement and convert that straight over and take a look at that compared to our budget. Was very helpful. When we go into the next session, you'll be able to see how we projected those budgets moving forward into 2026. Removing the one-time special assessment that we did for the pool, because that won't be needed anymore, and then moving forward with our regular expenditures.
Oh, one thing I did forget to mention at the beginning is, on Zoom, we have our attorney, Jay Roberts. So, if there's anything that's gonna be discussed or has any questions later, he will be here for us.
Yes. Deputy Boss.
And we also have Deputy Voss with us in the back tonight. Thank you very much for being here. So I forgot to introduce those two people. so-
Very important people.
Yes. Marilyn, is on our architectural review committee and, Christmas decorating, and she had some reports she'd like to share with you.
Just gonna come up here so I'm facing everybody. So 3 years ago, we started doing some Christmas decorating out front, and our community is so special to us that we want to invite anyone who's interested in volunteering. I have it scheduled, and it's going to be set up on, we're gonna call it Christmas at Blue Pine Village, and it's Saturday, December the 6th at 9:30 in the morning. I will be providing apple cider. And over the years, we have been collecting more of the lights that go over the hedges. If anyone desires to donate additional hedge lights, ideally, I would like to have that whole top island filled in so that we just would have that festive look. Also, we are still in need. I would love to see us maybe put out some angels, some deer. So if anybody has some in their garage that they're not using and they want to donate them, and it can even just be for this year, we can return them to you. But again, that is going to be on Saturday the 6th. We will be out there bright and early. I just wanted to update you on our landscaping that we started. I am so happy with this new company, and hopefully you've noticed the same improvements that I have. The quality of the work that they do there, I stay in contact with Eduardo, the owner. He comes out several times and just wants to make sure everything is working the way, presenting the way he wants it to look. He's a great professional. So if you do have any concerns or questions, feel free to contact me. My house is behind the island at the very end down there. And we always want to know what other things are going on that we can improve as well. Also, our book box is back, and that has just been a real labor of love this summer. And I wish I could have, little 4-year-old Hope was really the impetus, and this is Megan's mom, our daughter, and she saw it laying on its side out by my home. I really thought we were gonna have to trash it. And then we started pricing them, and even a small little book box replacement online was ridiculous, $300 or $400. And so Megan had said, you know what, my dad from New Jersey is coming, and maybe he's a carpenter. So I got the shingles, we had the paint, some of us threw in for some of the supplies we needed and the cement to re-put it in. And thank you also for your help at the very end of getting the finalizing. So anyway, we're up and running again, and it is a blessing to our community, for the adults as well as the children. And if you have any questions, I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marilyn.
You're welcome.
Right now, we're gonna appoint inspectors for the election. So that way, once the election's done, they'll be the ones that will count the votes and then let us know who's on the board. And that would be Carol Benfield and Marilyn, I never say her name right, I say
Philippi.
Philippi.
Yes.
And I wanted to appoint them. Will you serve?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good, thank you.
Now, does Carol or Marilyn like to come forward and begin number 7?
Do you want to, Carol? Yep. Right here, number 7.
And is there anybody in there that wants to go on?
They're just very nice.
Okay, so
I
we have the
read last
following
script.
people running for the board, so it's Diane Jackson, Matt Bridge, Mary Ann. Don Johnson and Russ Burge, who is not here at the moment, who's our current secretary. Are there any nominations from the floor? Anybody wanna run for the board? Don't all raise your hands now, come on.
Come on, guys.
Don't be shy, stand up.
Okay,
You got somebody in the back with a hand up.
you wanna be on the board?
All right,
Okay.
So I need to add that?
we need to add that to the list.
Throw up the
I'm
name.
disabled, so I have plenty of time.
And we need a name.
Michael Pratt,
Pratt, P-R-A.
Pratt.
glad you're writing that. Okay, anyone else? No? Okay, we're closed on that.
Nominations are now closed. Members, you can vote for your 5 candidates for the Board of Directors from the nominations on the board. Please write in your 5 candidates now. When you're done, raise your hand and we will collect them. Let them,
Oh, that's not in your parentheses.
that's not in my parentheses, sorry about that.
I still don't understand how am I gonna vote here? Like, what are the positions that I'm voting for them? Like, it's just,
It's just 5 general board members, so the 5 people that
You just put a check mark next in the box of who you want to be on the board.
just five people. So the ones that are printed on here and/or you can write in, Mr. Pratt as well. He is also a nominee.
I'm kind of curious, because that's not the way our documentation says when you vote for our board members, and we've never done it this way in the past.
Yes. Fill out all yours, however many you have. Is that just the one that had in the packet?
I don't know.
I thought you had 3 plus you were
Oh, I did. Hold on, I'm almost done.
She missed one. I give her the right number.
No, sorry. There, you're done.
Anybody else?
Final call. Any others? Okay, I see, I'm getting your speech. I know, I see. Yes, she's got ours.
Okay, final call, any other votes?
Are we good? Do we have one? Okay, we good?
Yeah, except for Russ needs to give his, but you guys can do that back there, cause he can't announce it on there, cause then it wouldn't be secret ballot.
Okay, so we're just gonna count what we have and then tell you that number?
Yeah, and she's reaching out to Russ right now to get his 26 or whatever it is.
Oh, we got help. What? Were you gonna ask me something? Basically the same question. Okay, good. Okay. Alrighty, is there any old business that we want to bring up? We have speakers that wanted to speak.
Thomas Day, Jeremy Navarez, and Rachel Flynn. Is this old business or new business?
will be new business, at least from my end. It's my
Okay.
first meeting, so.
No, that's fine.
Alright, so seeing
Okay,
none.
so none, okay, and then how about new business? So we've got Thomas and Jeremy and Rachel.
Also call Thomas first.
And Thomas, new,
Well, again, this doesn't seem to be following along with our governance and bylaws on how
Stan,
we
we can't
elect
hear
our
you.
board members.
We can't hear you.
This does not seem to be following along with how our covenants and bylaws specify we vote for our board members. They specify we vote for the person for the position. So I'm curious how we're doing that. I was curious why we're having this meeting when we elected the board members at the last one and, and passed the budget as well. So I'm just,
Yes, speaking to that, this package was prepared by our attorney according to the new laws, which we're working with Jay Roberts and Becker and Poliakoff to get all of the documents refreshed and renewed as we announced in the last meeting. When they elected the officers, that was for the 2025 term. What we're electing now would start in January for the 2026 term.
okay. And one last concern, because I've heard mentioned that we only need 50% to change these documents, and according to the documents, we need 2/3 of the membership to vote for, so.
Correct, and that was another thing that council actually during this meeting, this evening, before we called the meeting to order, let me know that according to Chapter 720, the HOA law, Florida statute, that 30% is only required unless your covenants.
Say it again.
Can you say that again, Jay?
720.306, subsection 1A. Unless a lower number is provided in your bylaws, quorum shall be 30%.
You get that, Tom?
We can't hear it.
So he quoted a law, I'm assuming. Florida statute, and he said that 30% is needed.
Yeah.
That's basically what he said.
720.
Chapter 720.
There you go.
Dot 306.
720.306.
306 1A.
1A.
Mr. Day, does that answer your question?
You can Google it, he's saying, if you can't hear him, or Google him, either way you wanna go.
Tom, you still got.
He has a sense of humor, y'all.
Is that our attorney who's on the computer?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's live with us now,
Awesome.
And he's Becker and Polyakov.
correct.
Oh, okay.
If you need to let us hear him again, I believe the speakers are up closer to the screen. It looked like you were holding the microphone down by the touchpad,
Oh,
way up by the screen, the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
gotcha.
Oh, those little things that
Yeah, that's it.
underneath your date.
Next time. Moving on.
All right.
Tom said he's done.
He's,
What's
okay.
your next one?
Jeremy,
Yes.
you would like to stand?
Yes. Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm Jeremy Nevarez. I've been owning a house here since 2019. I got in love with the neighborhood. I'm in the military, so I have to move out and then come back. I got the blessing to come back for a few years. And now I have kids. I've noticed a lot of neighborhoods and neighbors and people around that have kids too. I love the community. Like I said, I just feel like it's missing something. And now that I have kids, I notice I think we kind of need some sort of like secure area for the kids to play and meet other parents, kind of like a playground, kids playground. I don't know if that's doable. I don't know if like we'll have to vote. Everyone will have to vote and see how do we move forward with that, or if that's not even into consideration. But that's something that I want to talk
It'd be more
about.
of a land area type issue than anything else, because like the water retention ponds that we have in there are actually owned by the county. So
Okay.
we can't touch those, we can't build anything on them or anything else. So it's kind of a land issue, I think.
Okay, well that's all my first thing that I want to talk about. The second one is I'm very active in the community, so I like to walk and run with my daughters and my dog, and there's no really a safe path for me to do it other than on the road. And even though people do love the neighborhood, there's sometimes people who drive a little bit faster than you will want to, and it is a concern that I have, because when I'm working and my wife is walking with the kids, then I do think about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that nothing is gonna happen, but you know, having that safe space, like either on the left or on the right side of the road, I think will be beneficial, and not only for people who live there, but like for really everyone. It will just be beneficial. I
Right,
think
well,
it.
the roads are not very, very wide.
Yeah.
So, and that's why we have no parking on the streets and stuff like that, because there's not.
Can we put like a speed limit sign to let people know, like?
Well, there's speed limits all throughout, it's 15 miles an hour.
Okay,
Yeah, but
either way,
And
I
speed
mean,
bumps, that's a good point.
I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
because of the fact that my kids play out on the road all the time, everyone's kids play out on the road all the time, and there's always people going fast. And it takes Mama Bear to go out there and stand on the road for them to slow down.
yeah.
When I lived here in
Hey,
1991, when I was a
nope,
kid.
there's only one speaker, and it's the people that have signed up,
Oh.
so Mr. Navarez has the floor.
One more thing that I want to talk about. I noticed that there's some people doing garage sales. I don't know if you can just say, hey, I'm doing a garage sale today, and do you have to make a petition for it, or can you just do it?
Just do it.
Okay, I think, I don't know if this is something that people would like to, but I think it'll also be beneficial to do one, like, basically, we do in the military, we do cleanup after spring, and then one in the fall. So basically do two specific Blue Pine Village garage sales, which will bring more people outside for you to like really sell your stuff. And it's just like, to me, it's
We used to do it once a
Okay,
year.
one speaker, Mr. Navarez has the floor, please.
yes.
Do you want me to respond?
Sure, I mean, I'm just saying things that I think, like,
Is we tried to have an annual sale in the spring. What we tried to do in years past is have an annual one in the spring. This year, we didn't have enough interest.
okay.
But if you want, we'll put a renewed interest in
Yeah.
for the spring.
Because we used to put it in the paper and we used to do it all the time.
Yeah, and I can help with the you know, the digital like flyers and things like that, and
If I
with
get
that.
your information after the meeting?
Yeah.
I'm Jeremy. I talked to you or email.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
The more we have involved, the
Yeah.
better it is.
Thank you.
We
So,
definitely want community involvement, so I understand the safety issues. I get it. I'm not sure what we can do about it, but we hear you, and we'll take a look and see if there's, yeah, anything that we can do to, even just a reminder, maybe we just need to send out a notice to everybody that lives in the neighborhood that, and I did put that in the last email that I sent out and said, hey, it's fall, the kids are outside more, they're playing more, it's also getting dark earlier, so it's harder to see them, so please be mindful of everybody's children.
Thank you.
This is just a comment to his safety walking question. You guys might enlighten me, but are sidewalks like a thing, or is that an issue with maybe the street size, or how?
Well, no, it's actually, in most subdivisions, it is
Yeah.
already a made subdivision. Each owner would have to absorb the cost of the sidewalk, and you would have to have
Okay.
100% compliance, otherwise you'd have little strips of concrete.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, I
it-
didn't know how that worked.
Planned community.
Okay.
So it's a big community, project to
Okay.
be, and our lots aren't that big,
Yeah.
and so.
Take up a good space.
And the
Just
driveways are
just curious.
caved already.
But
It's,
we'll do some research and see if there's anything that we can do.
Okay, the
Okay.
next speaker is Rachel Flynn. Is she here?
Yes, I
Oh,
am.
there you go. Hello.
I just wanted to discuss about the cameras that are in the pool. Are those HOA cameras?
They are there for liability and to make sure if something was to happen to somebody at the pool, it's actually monitored by Susan. I can have access to it if I wanted to.
Okay, so
it's-
it is controlled by the HOA?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's
It's-
the only thing I wanted to know,
yeah.
just because I feel like the camera's positions are kind of strange.
Well, we can move them around, it's just sometimes it's
Agreed.
weather-wise or what, it's just trying to get the right
I just feel
angle.
like having it pointing towards the stairs, having it point towards the shower, I feel like that's kind of invasive towards the people who are there with their children.
Okay.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
Okay,
How many hours a day are they monitored?
they're on all the time, aren't they?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's different than being monitored.
Well-
You said they're monitored.
Well, they can, if there's, like,
So
we've
if somebody
had,
drowns, are we liable because we're monitoring them? You just said that we have monitored.
oh, well, not monitored, it's like if somebody has a complaint or wants to see, we did it because of vandalism, so that's why they were there.
And
It's
then-
I understand
recorded.
they're there for vandalism, but I wanna say if they're there for vandalism, they shouldn't be straight towards the pool,
Right.
where the kids are playing, where parents are there with their children. I mean, I just wanna say, it's just not a very good look for me going to the pool and seeing a camera straight towards my children playing. That's all I'm saying.
Right, well, we can look at the position and that's not a problem.
Okay.
It sounds like an agenda item for our next meeting. Thank you very much.
Anything else?
Is that all?
For now, that's all, yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Well, that was all of our speakers for 2 minutes.
Carol, do you have a?
Could I reclaim that time? Because looking at the law, amending the documentation does require 2/3. Having the meeting does not. Amending the documents does.
We're not amending any documents, sir.
There was discussion about amending the documents.
We're not
and-
amending any documents today.
I understand.
Yes, so we don't need a quorum to amend the documents.
I understand. That was not what I was talking about earlier. I was not talking about the quorum requirements.
Right,
I
it does, yes.
overheard somebody saying we only needed 50% for
For a
amending the
quorum
documents,
for a
and that's not
meeting.
true.
For a quorum for our meeting today.
That was not what I was talking about.
That's the quorum that we've been talking about in the
Okay,
meeting.
but that was not what I was discussing.
Okay.
All right, that's all.
I guess we misunderstood the question. Because when we were talking about quorum, we were talking about the quorum for this meeting today, which is the elections.
Right.
And that's what the attorney was speaking towards.
That's-
When we get to the amendment of the documents, it does require 2/3 vote.
Right.
And it will be
Okay,
mailed out
that's
physically
fine.
to everybody and, yes, we are aware of that. And actually, Mr. Roberts had told me that previously, but that's not what this meeting is today.
I understand.
Thank you. I'm so sorry for the confusion.
All right, so, we're waiting for the count. That's just it.
So you want to take a 2-minute break?
Yeah. We're gonna take a 2-minute break while we're waiting for,
The election
count,
results.
The election results, so thank you.
Can I give you a quick unofficial
I think
comment?
you did. I think that was all of the, we're just doing the election results and the announcements, so.
I wanted to direct it at the board. I see that.
Absolutely, and I will get the form filled out with our new board members and get that sent over to you. Yes, yes. I have found that out. She was like, oh no, he is showing up at your meeting. And I'm like, no, that's not what me and Jay talked about. And she's like, oh, well, you need to tell me. Awesome, thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
Hey, Mary Ann?
Yes,
I want
sir.
to make a little unofficial comment to you here while we're sitting here waiting. The presence of the attorney, his inputs, the paperwork that we're getting, this is all rising way above the level of what we've done in the past. So I, for one, am impressed with the direction we're going in. Even if we've had to step on a couple of what the bylaws say as we're getting to fixing everything,
Right,
it needed to be fixed.
Right.
Sometimes you have to break a few eggs to get to,
right.
so thank you for
You're
the work
welcome.
that you guys are doing.
We are trying, and I love that she gave me a script.
Those speed bumps don't really stop anybody. If we were to take the speed bumps out and put rumble strips throughout the neighborhoods, they'd do less damage to people's cars and maybe actually slow them down a little more.
Are those like the slower humps? Or is it?
No, the rumble strips are more of like
Just the strips.
raised double grease. So when you're going, they go boom.
Yeah, they make your car go brrrr.
Yeah, if you go over them slow, they don't really bug you that much, but if you go over them kind of quick, they rattle you. So,
Not a bad idea.
maybe those, then
I
that
can
way
have a few houses right in front of us.
people with, well, and that way people with lower cars won't have the big issues with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
they
what
shouldn't
happened.
have their cars lower like that.
Oh, yeah.
Lower cars are fun cars, unless it's a truck.
Yeah, no, I've
fun. If you're not careful with those, they'll
What a
send you
shame for that
flying.
pool.
Go and check election
Moody
results.
Road, there's some pretty good hidden pumps on Moody Road in Fort Walton.
Remember where I was,
Yeah.
Formality, and anything else.
Well,
Really no one else.
Well, I mean, they have to have an election. What I didn't
Just get out on
in
20 like
the
every.
past, the election was for each individual office, so. And so I don't know why it changed unless.
Don't get me started on this.
Well, there's on your portal, there's bios of each of the offices.
Peddling was good enough for me, it's good enough for you.
You know, like the gentleman back there, you know, if anybody's interested in running, they need to,
Not the day of.
yeah, I mean, I get it, but your likelihood of winning, unless you bring your own set of supporters is, you know.
I have in the past. We have, what is it, one year, we made a whole green sound effects. This year, on my big matrix up on the house, I have their big wing. There was one kid
That's
who
the way
was
it's
too
always
scared to
been.
come down to the door.
Even last time, it was that way. So I don't know why 26 changed.
I'm excited to be back here. I don't know, I feel like it's misses. Like
Just finished this one.
it's really a set area.
There never has been. That was what the pool
The
was
lines,
for.
and this weekend.
But the pool was open 24/7.
You guys know we have buildings, community buildings, where the public, they come out and help.
It is never, it's always been open from the.
So you want to volunteer for mine? It's on the card. We open the week before you guys.
Things someplace to go and do stuff during the day, and it's always had set hours. Simply because.
Okay, if everybody can take a seat, we're gonna call the meeting back to order and share with you the new board of directors. Whoa. Yeah, don't know.
Call the order.
Where's your gavel?
Okay. And after everything has been voted and written in, we want to thank everybody and everybody that was given proxies. And so here it is Matt Bridge, Russ Burge, Diana Jackson, Dawn. I know Dawn. I get in trouble for
South, it
that.
has 3 syllables.
I know. Dawn Johnson and Mary Ann Troiano. So those are our member board of directors for 2026. Yay! Okay. And then, let's see.
We're gonna adjourn this meeting and let them know we're gonna follow up with another.
Okay. We're gonna call this meeting we're gonna adjourn the meeting. And after we've adjourned the meeting, we're going to have another small meeting right after this, but it's a board meeting, so that, right?
Yes, it does not require you to stay and vote, but I'm gonna put the speaker sheet back up there. If you guys want to speak, it's going to be about the budget.
Oh, so you're gonna, like, explain all of this?
Yes, so if you notice, there's another agenda in your packet. So this is the second part of one of them is a member meeting, the other one's a governing board meeting, and that's where we go over all the budget and all that.
Okay, so we're gonna call this meeting adjourned at what time?
6:20.
6:20. And thank you very much. And then we go right into the next.
If anybody wants to talk about the budget or anything,
Mary Ann, you should have been here. I should have said Mary Ann
not
the,
going on
the
much.
special assessment.
$200 and, I was like, 200 and something, 250,
Does anybody else want one of these for volunteering?
I know.
We're just gonna go in.
Mary Ann?
Who is our cookie
I was just making it clear that we didn't just like make the noise next year, we're gonna ask you for another. This is official.
I was wondering about that one by the roof. That's the scary part.
I'm sorry it's taking so long.
They're supposed to be over
Yes.
No, it makes. I am too.
I had no idea that this is the first time using that monitor. Like, I'm not the office, but I project to it. It does everything. And then when I could get it to next, I had to use the AI work, which is just the video version. Technical difficulties.
You got potatoes and that's 87 clipboards.
Of course.
It's right there. Yeah, we'll still tell them, ask them about the well, you have a supplemental.
So
It's a gift with
Me too. So just go. I've got 5 days. There's different classes, so I don't. I do Zumba, but you can go. You have your meeting going.
lawyers and mutuals people.
Bye.
Terry, you gonna leave me?
Premiums $3,000, $2,000 is for hurricane insurance, $1,000 is covering everything else. And then there's no sinkhole, we got the sinkhole there's lawn, coverage, you have to pay extra for that. I just got the insurance paid.
The company knows because Russ told them not, because he wrote to me, so we're gonna ask for a discount. But they can't, something happened. We were just worried because when they're white, they get moldy and they get turned, and so we wanted black, so that it would just be a better look. But I said, well, they made the mistake, so let them give us a discount, so we want a discount. But I did, he did write that back on. Yeah, me too. Yeah, we'll paint, I'll get it.
Nobody's happy. If he's happy, nobody's happy.
I didn't write my name down, but if my problem is
It's a money market account with,
Vanguard and then SunTrust.
It's a little tiny.
No, I think it is Truist, but anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, it,
Security set up or something. It is what it is.
Didn't matter for like almost 20 years.
See how much that is compared to that's good.
I've heard a lot of them.
Where are you at?
I shut that down because anybody that does work has to be licensed now. Somebody was put down that on their account.
Well, I take one of them with a
Well, if you do it,
But everybody wants to pick it off.
well, they keep falling off and then they, so I've been tempted. But they should sit next to the fence. And we are gonna have some, we are gonna have some community, like, field day work days. Stop.
Is that something you think you
Everybody wants to do stuff, nobody wants to do anything. The new page, community projects, some dates, Maryland's putting together some dates for some of that. But it's like, expensive.
System adjustment. That's awesome. Things like that. Explain that one person on job costs, the officers don't understand.
It depends what it is.
Versus just having a general
If it's a big job.
Is that a change in the law or just?
That was the change in the way,
Maryland,
the new way that the attorneys told us for us to.
Yeah, but what's,
But the thing is,
what's that based on?
also, if you want it, then I don't necessarily have to. So once the pen will
But we're gonna be using that image anyway. So there's like some.
Past, you would stand for president, now stand for vice president. So we vote for the individual. Y'all did.
She did, I drove her. I wasn't sure if I was opening or not, if somebody was gonna be on the thing.
I'm gonna do something.
I was like,
We
oh, right, you know, I was
just don't have, we just don't have change.
We didn't really
Yeah, just on our budget.
Curious.
Mary Ann,
I'm coming.
we all wanna go home.
Sorry, I sidetracked her. My fault.
It's not hard to do with her though, that's the.
No, we were talking, you know.
She is.
Yes. Excuse me, everybody, we're gonna call the second meeting to order at
6:31.
who's taking the notes?
Me?
Oh. 6:30. Okay. Okay, and then
Let the record show we have proof of notice meeting.
let the record show we have a proof of notice meeting, and we're going to go over our officers and our, no,
We don't have them all.
no,
We're gonna go consider the budget.
yes, we're gonna go directly to the budget. The reason we're not talking about the directors is because Russ is not here. So,
Although it would be fun for him to come back from a sick day as the president.
yeah, we could.
I did threaten
We
him.
did threaten.
You don't show up to a meeting and you could be voluntold.
Yes, which happened to me.
So, going over the budget, the proposed budget is in your package. The special assessment was just for the 2025 budget, so you'll notice that that does not carry over to the 2026 budget as far as income or collection. So that it was just the one-time assessment. The late fees are a budgeted item, but you'll notice on lines 5 and 6 that HOA violations and parking violations are no longer budgeted. If there is any money that comes from any of those things, that will be applied to a separate community line item down at the bottom. We do not profit or use our members' bad to operate our community. Yeah, I don't believe in fining people to run your organization. We have enough money in our budget now with the increase to be able to do everything that we need to do. Quarterly dues, with the increase that we made last year, should collect, if we were to collect 100%, $73,720. That's 28% higher than the 2025 budget because we only did the dues increase at the halfway year mark. So that will increase it just a bit. The RV lot, I've marked at 90% occupancy. I imagine we won't have 100% in the future. Estoppel fees, again, they waiver, so we had it kind of higher last year on the budget. We didn't see as many turnovers and sales as we had in previous years because the market has slowed down. So we have changed that and decreased that a little bit. Pool key replacement, we kept the same. Money market interest, we don't really budget for that. We do get a small amount of money on the money that we have in the reserve account. So there is usually a little bit, a few dollars a year. I believe so far this year it's $9-10. So not a big money maker. So that brings our total income to about $22,800 projected budget for 2026. You'll notice some changes in the next section. Under the insurance, we have liability insurance with auto owners. I've budgeted a 2% increase. Everybody knows insurance just seems to keep going up and up and up. I have also gotten some quotes for hazard insurance and directors and officers insurance. Hazard insurance is like what we have on our own homes. If the pool structure were to burn or there was a major accident or hurricane or storm or anything like that, it would help pay for the replacement of those structures.
Do we not currently have?
We do not currently have.
Okay, good enough.
General grounds, we've kept that at the same 800. Ground supplies, we've increased that just a little bit. Ground labor, we've kept, that's basic like handyman-ish type stuff. Ground plants, that's, flowers die when it freezes, so the plants and things that we purchase. Landscaping, that is our mulch and or pine straw. There was a lot of, I changed that on the budget because there was a lot of pushback about calling pine straw mulch. It is a type of mulch, but I wanted to specify that we didn't mean like bark mulch. It may be pine straw. This year, the quotes for bark mulch was close to $10,000, and the pine straw was $4,000, so we got pine straw. It still looks good, and so that's kind of where we went from that. The landscaping, we estimate that it's gonna be right around $15,000 next year. And then we have some minor pest control that we take care of, just bugs and spiders, I believe, at the pool house.
Yeah.
And, professional services. We have critters, yes. On the critters note, just as an aside, we are getting a significant number of woods rats again. It's that time of year when it gets cold, the woods rats get closer to the houses. If you are going to do something with the woods rats, please use traps and not poison, because when you use poison, the cats, the dogs, the wildlife get a hold of it, and then that animal dies. So we had some dogs die in the community a couple of years ago, and I think it was from eating poisoned rats. So,
Ooh, eating the rats.
yeah. Just a note.
Just a minute.
Yes, ma'am?
What did you say general grounds and general supplies were, or ground supplies?
So that's little things like, it's just the miscellaneous when you need, I don't know, what all, Carol, what all is that?
We don't, I'm just talking about like most houses in the neighborhood don't have sprinklers.
The neighborhood has, the common areas have sprinklers, some of them,
Okay.
the front ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, or just any of the small stuff that you pick up at Ace Hardware type of things. I think included in that are some of the community mailbox.
Yes.
When we have to replace one of the community mailboxes, that's included in our dues.
Isn't that covered under the post office?
The
Because
big
I-
ones are, but
The
not
big
all
ones
of us
are.
not all of us have the big boxes. Most of the
Have the
inside
little ones.
streets have individual mailboxes.
That doesn't fall to them?
Nope,
No, those are all personally.
yeah.
And if you ever wanna clean them, or you wanna paint one, we're up for anybody doing
We were
that.
just talking about that. Under professional services, Sunbiz, bookkeeper,
That's where you look up companies and,
no, it's where you register.
we register, well, I was gonna tell you why.
That's registered in the state.
Somebody can look us up and see who's on.
It's required by law. Yeah.
Troy has one.
That's the
State of Florida thing.
state of Florida thing.
Would be here
Before we
in
pay,
Washington.
just back to the beginning.
Yep.
The uncategorized account credits on the side that says income has not been categorized yet. What income do we have except for HOA fees?
So, it probably is HOA fees. Or it could be RV fees, or it could be part of the estoppel, or part of the, assessment, or whatever else we had. When we closed, when she did when I was preparing the budget, I was going through the end of September, there were still some things that hadn't been categorized. So when she inputs the individual things and assigns them to a category, so I had to be able to account for that money for the budget for the future.
I was only just
And
curious.
who does that?
how it winds
Who
up.
did that before? You said she, so I was looking.
Carol.
at-
Oh, bookkeeper.
Okay,
bookkeeper.
okay, wanna make sure.
Yeah,
I was just curious, that would be like the thing I would need to know.
yes,
It's
yes.
Mine.
So, and also, by the way, when we said that everything's in pay HOA, you can now see the profit and loss statement for 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, well, not 25 yet, and the balance sheets for all of those years. So it's all on there. There's no hidden fees. It's on
So
there.
it's just like a yearly profit and loss statement?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be moving towards, in 2026, I want to move towards quarterly P&Ls
Cool.
and doing what I did this last quarter, but this was the first time I had a whole set of books to work with, so that I could run, was part of my financial thing, saying, okay, here's where we are compared to our budget, so that we can measure where we're supposed to be in our expenditures and if we're over or under, and that way we can be accountable to our members for the money that
like
we're
it.
spending.
Has the pool ever had regular hazard insurance, at least for the past little bit? No?
Not in any of the,
I was just,
no, not that I'm aware of.
I'm just proud.
Not on any of the budgets that I've reviewed, which is 21, 22, 23, 24. So,
I didn't mean to wholesale that, so.
I think there was some confusion as to the type of insurance we had versus what we actually needed. And I think it had been a while since we had done a review of the actual insurance policies. And so when I pulled the insurance policy to take a look at it for, you know, competitive quotes and all that, I realized that we didn't have all the coverages that maybe we should be mindful of. It's not required, but we definitely should have it. That would be a major assessment if something were to happen to one of those, so, you know, we wanna be good stewards of y'all's money. Can't turn it off, now, are you done with that stuff?
Mhm.
Okay. Just making sure.
On the pool assessment fee, it looks like that's marked as an income.
I'm sorry, what? The pool assessment fee.
The number 3, the pool assessment fee, that looks like it's marked as an income.
Yes.
Well, it is.
Well, it is.
We all paid into it, so it's income for the HOA.
So that we
That
could
makes
pay
sense.
for the repair.
It's the extra money we all paid in and totaled up.
So, okay, so
It's
that's.
income for the HOA. That makes sense.
And there's qualifying expense on the back end.
I was just trying to figure out how that was income though for the HOA. I just didn't understand that part.
Cause just like fees, everything that you pay in is income to the HOA. Yes, ma'am.
So what company are we going through for the pool repair?
It was in the last board meeting, it's also actually online, it's called the Pool Repair Company, Inc. We got four quotes. Well, you already had one, and
We
then
had
Russ
two.
got three.
We had 2. And then Russ got 1. He
Yeah.
got 2.
Yeah, we had Ninja,
Yeah.
we had
They were
somebody
totally
else,
different.
yeah. And anyway, the first quote that we had, the best quote was 52,000, we got that all the way down to 25,000.
But it was a
took-
different quality. It was different stuff. They weren't apples to apples. That's
The
why
last,
it was so
yeah,
tough.
but the last meeting, we voted for 24, I
Yes.
believe.
Yeah, 24 and some
24.
change,
Yeah.
Mhm.
which is what it
Right.
is costing us.
I missed that.
What?
Sorry, I missed that one. Couldn't make it.
Oh, the meeting.
Yeah.
I was like, no, it wasn't hidden, we voted, it was in the packet. And that's online and it's in your minutes
Okay.
from, if you look in the minutes folder, from the last meeting, that actual quote is in there with
Okay, I
exactly what
remember
it
you
is.
saying it, I just couldn't remember
Yep.
who they were.
Yep, we're trying to be super duper transparent now, guys.
Good.
It's not like I'm trying to hide it.
No, well, we just didn't have the availability, we were still analog.
Can I just, going into page HOA the first couple of times, when you're looking at the documents, there's an eyeball on the right, that's how you view it. Cause you click on it, you think it's gonna open, but it doesn't, but there's a
Good
little
point.
eyeball over there,
Mhm.
so.
Yeah, there is an extra step that you
Yeah.
don't have in like Dropbox or Box or one of the other cloud storages.
And the eyeball says view.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you. He's like, I know from looking at it right now.
You're scanning, you don't see that over there.
Now I'm confused. We have a pool expense of 31,040, then we have a income of 31,040. 47, yeah. We have an income and expense.
Notice
Which is-
that's under the 25 column too.
Yeah, that's not the budget that we're putting forward.
That's
here.
not for 26. The
Oh.
25 column is so that you know what
Where
it was
went.
last year.
Right.
Yes, and if you notice what you're talking about under 47, if you look to
31.
the far right,
It
there's a
says one.
notation that says that was the one-time assessment for all the pool repairs.
47, okay.
which was the 24,000 for the deck repair plus, the gate
And the drainage.
and the drainage.
Okay, and total pool expenses are the 39,690.
Yes, that was, for 2025. That was what was budgeted for 2025. The budget for 2026 is the 9518, but we're not quite there yet.
No.
All right, so back to Sunbiz CPA. I have line 37, we put in the budget for a CPA. It is not required under $150,000 to have an audit. You have to have a financial report. However, since we've moved to a new system, it's probably beneficial for us to go ahead and have an audit, so we put money in the budget for it. The $2,800, that's right below that, is a reserve study and insurance appraisal. Also things that we've never had. So if we're purchasing insurance, we need to know how much insurance we're going to get. The reserve study is how much money should we have in reserves, how much money should we be budgeting for all of these major repairs to avoid future large assessments. I did get multiple quotes on this. The quotes ranged anywhere from $2,800 to $9,800. Those will be uploaded online as well. There's, not saying that we are doing those things necessarily at this point, but we put money in the budget if we decide to move forward with that. I think it's nice to have a third-party professional opinion of how much insurance should you have, how much money should you have in your reserve account. Do you have all the money that you're supposed to have? All of those things I think are very valuable.
Where's that line item? Sorry.
That is
38.
3738
Oh, 38.
Okay,
under professional services.
got it.
Board member certification is required by the state of Florida for our board members to be certified. We can actually, we've got money in the budget for it, but it's a 4-year certification. We paid for it this previous year since the same board was elected. We won't have to do that again, so that money will be saved. Utilities. There's none? Well, yeah. When I was preparing the budget, I was not making an assumption that it would be the same board. Total utilities, last year was $15,379. I'm estimating that, the utilities will continue to go up. I don't know if everybody else's utility bills have gone up, but mine have. So I've estimated, $18,285, in utilities. Yeah. And then pool expenses, you can see how that is broke down, the Okaloosa pool permit, chemicals for the pool, pool opening and closing, minor repairs, that's, wiring, filters,
Light bulbs, all kinds of stuff.
no, the next one's light bulbs.
Oh, sorry.
And then supplies is anything that we need for the pool house, that's soap for the soap dispensers and toilet cleaner and light bulbs and things like that. Under office expenses, we got pay HOA, postage, the PO box, the website, office supplies, printing expenses, website support. And then community events, we allowed a very small dollar amount for community events because we do want more community involvement. And so for 2026, we put $1194 aside for the combined of events and holiday decor. It is in my heart of hearts, I really want to have a community social at some point. Matt was telling me something about a 4th of July thing at the pool with hot dogs and sodas for everybody,
might be
which I
nice
just
when
think would be amazing.
Or open up the pool when we open, cause the weather's so nice during April.
Yeah.
April and May.
I do think that we do need to open up the pool like in April because the weather does get nice in April. My kids are always like, I don't know the pool.
We open it at April 15th.
Alright.
Well,
Question
yeah.
about that.
I mean,
Why
that's when we
close the
open
pool
it.
so early?
Yeah, we should close the pool like in November.
Or even December, I mean, now this last week has been
Yes.
unusual. But that's sort of your own risk, I mean, if I want my kid to get pneumonia, that should be on me, but why do we close so early in the season?
No clue, and
Okay.
it's on my
Agenda.
radar.
Is it on the paper that you need, that you have everything written down on?
I have so many notes of
Okay.
things
Add
that,
that to your notepads.
adding it to my notepad. Cause I was the same way, I'm like, hey, look, if my kid wants to swim during, like,
April 1st.
this is not me speaking as a board member, this is me speaking as mom. No, spring break.
Yes.
Spring break was the worst. My
Yes.
kid was home for a week and he wanted to do things, and we had to go to other people's pools, because our pool wasn't open. I'm
You don't
like,
wanna go to the
I
beach?
don't care if he has blue lips, he doesn't care if he has blue lips.
So you ask why?
Yeah,
Prior year boards reduced or saved money by not having it open that extra time.
you do have
Because
to
the-
balance more.
The cost of the chemicals goes down and things like that. That's why. So,
But then, if it's only open for a certain amount of the year, why do we have to pay an HOA for like a couple, like?
Because we
because
still take
it
care of
never
it.
stops,
You
even
still
during the
take
winter
care of
when
it.
it's not
Well,
being used.
I'm just saying this, a couple of years ago, the pool was not taken care of, so let me say
But
that right
that's
now.
because Susan and I became CPO certified, and now the pool has not had any issues with keeping, we clean the grids, we do the chemicals.
So you weren't certified before and you were doing it?
I wasn't doing it.
No, nobody was doing
We
it.
had a
That was
pool
the
company
problem.
that destroyed our pool, and
Okay,
we
okay.
went and got certified so we could take care of it and made sure that it was running and never closed again.
Okay.
I looked into that, was that hard to get certified?
I mean, you have to take a test, and it's good for 5 years, and
Okay.
so, but
I'm
they,
glad y'all did that then, cause it's awesome. you
it
do
cost
it.
us $16,000 to get the pool back together after the pool company did what they did to the pool by not doing stuff to the pool, so.
And I did look into it, y'all, cause I didn't believe them. I was like, oh no, the pool service can't be that much, and so I got some quotes.
Yes, it is.
And we did
There's a lot.
several motors, there were several motors that burned out and things. I remember a couple years back, we had to replace motors. I mean,
Some of that was
had
because
to-
they were not adding water to the pool and the intake got down below where it sucks water in, and
Yeah,
that
burns up
water
the
is
motor.
what cools and lubricates the pumps. So they ran dry and just went, done.
Well,
Okay.
no.
Anyway, that's
No more pool.
enough.
Cool. Well, the dates of the pool,
Waiting.
could that just
Did
be
you have a question
revisited to
about
where we
the budget?
consider it being opened earlier and?
Yes, it's on the list
Thank
to,
you.
to research.
Appreciate it.
Budget questions.
Line,
No, go
wait,
back.
line 43, what's the phone line for?
It's not a website.
Carol
it
gets
is a
calls
website
because she's a
provided.
bookkeeper, and it's her landline
That's
instead
fine,
of,
that's fine.
that was what that is.
We have a phone. So there.
It's less than $50 a month, I was just curious.
Is the pay HOA, isn't that supposed to replace a bookkeeper?
No.
No?
No, it's like QuickBooks. It's a program.
Oh,
The
Go
PO
in.
box on 57,
Yes.
why do
So
we have to
the
pay for a
Wolverine
PO box?
Village website.
Why does the
Bill
HOA
goes
have to
there.
pay for
the
it?
name of it
Yeah,
is
well,
School
we don't have an
District
office.
Day.
So we just have it go to the, post office and then we go pick it up and
Right.
everything like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, just wanna make sure.
We don't have an office, so there's not a mailing address for the association business. Yep.
Don, line 64, thank you for answering my question. Events, those events, line 64 is separate from the money that you possibly collect in the future using, that you will only use for future events.
Correct. This
Or
is,
violations.
this is coming out of operating, what's in this
Got it.
line. Also added to that would be anything we got from violations.
Got it, okay, so, speaking of those violations, if they do occur, you're gonna keep that separate? It's not gonna go into reserve the following year, how are you gonna hold on to that, or what?
So it's going to
create
move
a
to,
new line once you show it?
the functional how-to of it is it goes to a liability account that's earmarked for events.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other budget questions?
Are we getting the lights fixed at the pool, trying to build the pool again?
Yes.
We keep bringing all this other stuff up, but
We
the
are,
lights are
as a
gonna be
matter of
fixed as
fact,
well
they
for
are putting up new
nighttime
signage
swimming?
and
Okay.
new lights, yes.
So then, I know you said you're trying to be real transparent, let's say I got a fine for parking in the grass, whatever.
Mhm.
Is that going up on like the HOA board, so my neighbor can be like, oh, okay, she got fined for parking on the grass, so
No.
there's no more, okay.
No. There's a level of transparency that is not beneficial to the membership.
I can
So-
see it from both sides, cause I can see it going, okay, they collected $25 from Melissa for parking on the grass, but I can also see it for going, oh, this person, like.
So you will be able to see the line items when we do the quarterly reports. That's
Okay.
gonna show how many violations we took in, what that dollar amount is.
Can we take mug shots and put them up on?
Yeah, let's have a community banner or something.
Or
Are you gonna do a name and shame?
Worst person.
Are we paying for those cameras
I think they're paid for.
at the pool?
They're paid for.
Yeah, they're paid for.
So
They're
they're
paid for?
privately paid for?
I don't know.
Yeah, on the issue of the cameras, can we maybe have a lady, have the primary and only access to those cameras instead of a male?
Susan and me.
It is currently Susan,
Okay.
who is
And
a
I.
lady.
It's both of us. I don't even know how to get into it unless I ask Susan if we have to have somebody, if somebody's looking at something.
And again,
Because
as we, wait, point of
We
order.
have seen Lewis going down there and downloading the footage on a regular basis, and that kinda is
How
what's
does he
creeping
download
a
the
bunch of
footage?
ladies out.
How does he download the footage?
Huh?
How do you download the footage? You said you
just
see
go
someone
in there
going
and you
down.
pull the chip and stick in a different chip. That's how you do it.
So,
There's not a chip. It's
There-
internet, it's
there's a-
cloud-based.
It's
Yes,
cloud-based.
Hang on, it
is.
can be
It
both.
also has an SD card.
it can be
That's
both, so you need.
All right.
retrieved almost every night.
In the last meeting, we did talk about the fact that that's going to be an agenda item that we're
Okay.
gonna put in a
We need-
future board meeting. It's not gonna be resolved today.
Okay. That
This
needs-
was primarily elections and budget. It will come out on an agenda. I
Okay.
promise you in the next meeting, it will be literally on the agenda.
All right, thank you.
If we don't want cameras as a membership, then I don't think that we have to have them.
I don't think there's a problem with the camera pointing at the gate, so if somebody does go in and damages whatever, we know who's going in and out and when the damage occurred, and we can look at it from there, but,
When it is
Yeah.
on the agenda, everybody will have an opportunity to speak to it.
okay.
Everybody can sign up and give their points of view and we can vote on it. I
Okay.
think that's really, really fair. It shouldn't be us, there should be nothing in the community that we're sitting up here defending. If the
Right.
community doesn't want it, it's gone.
Well, I just wanna say this, the cameras shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be directed at areas of the pool where they should not be. Simple as that. And I am full
And we
on-
can have them redirected. I don't have an issue with that, but we have had bad vandalism that we
Okay.
have to.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I
But
know
it is
I'm
a
not the
side-
chair,
It's not.
but this
it's
is
a
not,
side-
this is not,
This is about the budget.
Back to the budget.
Back to the budget.
it's not open right now, so we don't have to have that discussion right now. Let's put it on the next agenda. We'll have another meeting before the pool opens. I promise. And then we can actually have that
Okay.
discussion. Because I wanna find out more too.
Yes,
I wanna find out who has the logins. If anybody has login, everybody should have the login.
Yes, ma'am.
Like the cameras at the beach. Everybody can go
Yes.
online and see all the cameras. I don't like the fact that we're like, I don't know who the camera. That's me speaking as me, not as the board. But it's the membership's decision to vote. So let's put it on the agenda
All right.
And will be discussed.
and then the members can,
No, we just determined at that point.
yes.
It is Susan who's in charge of like the pool-ish stuff, like. if-
Right.
Okay, just,
Well,
I'm
her and
writing-
I
I'm
both.
writing names.
Yeah, her and I both. We do it together.
I want more community involvement. If anybody wants to help with the pool, the RV lot, the neighborhood stuff, the holiday committees, please, please, please. And coming from a background where if I opened my mouth, I ended up volunteering. If you guys are interested in this stuff, volunteer, get involved. I wanna form lots of committees to
Yeah.
do this stuff.
Speaking of
Project
budget
teams.
item, are we going to remove the derelict boat that is growing trees out of it?
That's not a budget item.
Well, we're gonna have to pay for it,
That's not on the budget
Oh.
as of right now, so that would be a whole new item.
That can
To
be put on
discuss.
the agenda
Oh.
to talk about it.
But I'm gonna,
Put on your notepad for the agenda.
right? Yeah, that's.
All right, we're gonna call this meeting to close.
It's on the floor. I don't think so.
Vote on it. Oh, we're voting on the budget. You vote on it.
it's just us.
Oh, it's just us. We're voting
Or you
to.
guys and anyone in
That
this.
tree, that
We okay with the
boat's
budget?
been there since 1991, and we moved it.
Budget's been passed. Okay, we're gonna call the meeting to adjourn at what time?
7:00.
7:00. There we go.
Right.
Hey, you get your hour and a half.
Yes.
I wanna, I just bring kids, can we just block off the corner of the pool for a play area on Meadowbrook, right by my house? Is that, put cones out there, a sign that.
Not in the
people-
pool area, but,
What's that? Not in the pool, but in front of the pool. Using the driveway, using that corner, there's not a lot of traffic, I think we could, if we're looking, I mean, once in a while, say, pull out cones.
some of that, we
You
have
want
to
a
be
community
careful
event
with,
for kids to
Rita,
play in.
Rita lives right there,
Yes.
so we have to be careful with Rita.
She doesn't go in and out, there's only my house. a
I'm
couple
just saying,
houses,
we have
yes.
to, you know,
And
you
then
got
the
Rita and them
Reeds
on
can
this
always-
side, and
The
you
Reeds
got,
can go the other direction. You
right,
can go
so
in
we
and
just
out.
need to,
A sign that would tell people to go down, I forget what road that is. I'm just trying to think out of the box, because I love all the children that are in our neighborhood.
right.
And we want somewhere for them to play and have fun. We want community events, can we just block off in front of the pool, do something?
You are done.
Children, bouncy house, anything.
Oh, you mean for the event? I
Or-
was
not
confused
not
what you
just for the
meant
event,
too.
just, you know,
I've got a couple of
I'm
ideas.
just throwing
in the
ideas
works.
out there for you, because it is tough for the kids, there's not a lot of places for them to play,
When we
you
were
can't walk
kids,
your dog.
most of the time, the church, the Blue Water
Thank you.
Church never had a problem with the kids going up and using that big green area and stuff, so. I don't imagine they have an issue with it.
Dawn,
Yes.
is it possible to add your agenda notes to the committees?
That's what.
And bring them up in front of them? It's like every year.
Yes, I sent something out, I'm gonna send out
I knew you
another
sent
set of
something.
emails saying, and then I think I'm going to, like, call to order like some interest groups. Like, hey, everybody that's interested in joining the,
Yeah, cause you don't have to join it flat out, but if like 6 of us tonight have been interested, we could have stayed after and been like, hey, how do we get rid of the boat in the RV lot? How do we?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was kind of my question. If we want certain things on the agenda, what is the process? I don't.
Just email us.
Just email us. The reason that boat's still there, and we've talked to the owner about it, his son passed away, it was his boat, and he's having a hard time getting rid of it. And we've told him, it's one of those things that,
And this is part of the whole,
getting to know,
we don't have RV park rules.
Well,
If you
Well,
had rules, so here's how rules work.
was that person
according
paying
to
for the spot or?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
paid.
okay,
Oh,
that's-
he
I was
pays
wondering
for
if
it.
it's long been
He
out
keeps
there.
his tag
Then
up
what
to
do you do?
date, he keeps the tag up to date, he pays for it.
So
We've-
therein lies the problem. If something is registered and paid for, like, how do you say, well, I don't like yours, so yours has gotta go?
Yeah.
No, I don't have a problem
No,
with
no.
it being, I will say the parking's tight, so like that's something that the
Yeah.
community, if there was a thing, hey, we can
Yeah.
reorganize and have that big, there's like a big RV that parks there and this, but like even coming in and out of the parking
I
lot.
told you, you should be
No,
on the
I'm
RV
interested.
committee, because, like, I think that it should, spots should be assigned by size. If you have a big RV, you should get a big spot.
And
If you
a
have
larger
big
I
fee.
know,
And the fee should be different versus my little tiny jet ski.
Well, I mean,
negative
I
discount.
don't know about that, but just like, to be the most conscious of
Part of the
this
problem
space.
is the wildlife that uses it, that become a pest problem, and I understand you gotta have a heart, but at the same time.
It's not about having a heart,
It's
it's
a
about
biohazard.
it's paid for and legal, so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What do you need to put away?
Thank you, Don, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Well, I know, RVs that were not considered running, I guess, were towed out of there at one time or another. Yeah, I think if it wasn't able to be moved with a truck or, under its own power, I thought they could be towed. At one time or another, it was like that.
Oh, the Virginia address.
No, Mike. Hey, Mike. Mike? You want to talk about something?
You're at, are you at?
Oh, it was,
You're living in.
I got it in, it was about the,
Rumble strips,
I-
as opposed
I can't.
to the speed bump. We can put in a
You are
lot
talking
more
to the
of
right
them,
person.
and it'd
I
be
have a
less
lot.
annoying than speed bumps. And we, I'll bring it up, cause there, we look at like 3 different kinds.
What are you doing?
Stuff we got in the water put in.
Oh, I remember.
And
No, I still want to.
I like the long ones, like they got over it.
yeah, but those will drag out the bottom of somebody's car real bad.
Off their shelf. Basically,
But
most
for
of
them
them
to be effective, they have to be,
I like them bike friendly too.
yeah.
So,
The rumble strips would be perfect for that. They'd be bike friendly, they would let people know I'm going too fast by the sound they make. If you go slow enough, you don't even hear them. But if they're going vroom, 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 then I'm going too fast. It's just kind of a audio and you feel it. It's bound to work better than the speed bumps we have now, cause they don't slow, if somebody's in a SUV or a pickup truck, they don't slow down for them at all.
And it was a stare down.
So,
on the
it,
entryway.
just a
Like, I have
thought.
to pee, and I'm like.
All right, we'll throw it up there.
Do you know the lot, like it's big and empty, kind of looks like it's like, oh, in the car, it's like, who owns that?
Mike, what'd you call those?
What's that?
That's one of my ideas.
Rumble strips,
We
yeah.
can't do anything permanent.
Yeah, we couldn't put a fence.